Sheet. Let's talk Patriots now. Patriots getting set to take on the Jets at MetLife on Sunday, and a GOAT has appeared on the injury report. What is the latest on Tom Brady?
Well, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to you guys, and probably not the greatest Thanksgiving gift of, not that you get gifts for Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving gift of all time for Patriots fans. Tom Brady did pop up on the injury report yesterday, their first practice back from a bye week. This was a knee injury. Brady was limited. My understanding is this is not a major deal, nothing at this point that will threaten his availability for this coming weekend's game against the Jets. If you're wondering how Brady possibly hurt his knee, it actually was not on a throw or a hit. It was on his catch or failed catch. He went out, ran a route, dove, did not come up with it, ended up hurting his knee. But still, Brady is going to be okay and nothing going to stop him from starting against the Jets.
Ian, Tom Brady on the injury report, it's like telling me I can't have two plates before I have my first one. No, I'm going to break that rule right away. I'm not paying attention to that. Let's talk about Colt McCoy, though. He's starting for Washington today with the NFC East lead on the line. What's at stake for McCoy in terms of his future?
Well, there's a lot more at stake for Colt McCoy besides just trying to get his team to the playoffs. Listen to this. Because of his very clever and interesting one-year, up to $7 million contract extension before the season, he actually can play his way into free agency just based on play time and what he achieves and what his team achieves. He still is on the books for a contract for the 2019 season. But if he starts the rest of the year, he's going to hit playtime incentives that are going to allow him to void the last year of his deal and become a free agent. But the Redskins, Nate, can actually buy that back. They can pay him, let's say he continues to start, wins a playoff game. For $2 million, they could buy back that year of free agency, just give him a huge raise next year. So either Colt McCoy would go out, be successful, become a free agent if he so chooses, or the Redskins give him a big raise for the 2019 season and keep him as their backup. The max he could get will be $7.5 million, which, of course, will be one of the highest-paid backups in the NFL.
It's a lot of turkey there, Ian. Great stuff from you. We do know that they are facing the Cowboys today in Arlington with first place in the NFC East on the line. Ian, we'll talk to you throughout the show, but of course wishing you and Leah and those two turkeys, Max and Jude, a happy Thanksgiving. Let's take a trip down memory lane, right? You think Thanksgiving, it's on the calendar, you're gearing up, and you always automatically rewind, right? You go to the past and conjure up, what would we do our first show, our first Thanksgiving?
Wear pajamas, we always call it memories, nostalgia.
It's nostalgia, that's what it is. So what is your favorite football Turkey Day memory?
Mine is a collaborative effort in honor of Chase Daniel and Colt McCoy starting Thanksgiving days. I want to present the audience the top 5 random quarterbacks to start on Thanksgiving Day. Let's get to the list. Number 5, Scott Tolzien started a Thanksgiving evening game against the Steelers. Andrew Luck could not go. Tolzien went in there, lost 28-7. From Wisconsin. Number 4, Bob Gagliano. Do you guys have a Bob Gagliano jersey in your closet? No. He didn't start just one. He started 2 Thanksgiving Day games. One of them a win, one of them a loss. Number 3, we love Ryan Leaf's redemption story. Ryan Leaf was a Cowboys starting quarterback on Thanksgiving. Unbelievable.
With the orange throwbacks from the Broncos in this game, Ryan Leaf in a 26-24 loss was sacked 4 times. It was his final start in the NFL. Number 2, that's Danny Werfel. Talk about it. Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winner, great Florida Gator. This is the Steve Spurrier era.
This was fun and gun?
Redskins. This was fun and gun. And number 1, Drew Henson. Drew Henson started a Thanksgiving Day game against the Bears. Drew Henson, famously known as a Yankees baseball player, of course, but also known as the guy who started over Tom Brady at Michigan. He also started a Thanksgiving Day 2004 contest for the Cowboys. Drew Henson. So, for all of the Colt McCoy doubters and all of the Chase Daniel doubters out there, I would just like to say, they're not the first ones. We've had a lot stranger names starting for us on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, I love you.
I like that. I like that little trip down memory lane. Great stuff. You guys can tweet the show with your own, by the way, at #GMFB. I polled the audience myself and said, what is the standout Thanksgiving Day football memory? And I got a lot of this, and it's a guy who we love on the show, so I decided to go with it. First, I want to take you back to 1998, the draft. Well, no, this isn't it, so I guess this is it. Randy Moss gets taken by the Vikings, right? The Cowboys had the 8th pick. They took Greg Ellis. Great career, but not Randy Moss, right? Randy Moss well documented during the draft process, he wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. His mom said, quote, seeing her facial, or he said, seeing her facial expression and how she looks, I really took that to heart, man. And I told myself, anytime I play the Dallas Cowboys, I'm never going to forget that look. There was so much disappointment that he did not go to Dallas. So when they played on Thanksgiving that year, fast forward, Randy totally got his revenge. We're looking at 3 touchdowns from him in the win, 163 yards. He finished that season with like 17 touchdown catches, an unbelievable game, an unbelievable moment. I don't know why. I know Thanksgiving's like a nice holiday, but the revenge kind of works for me.
Hey, he had 3 catches. They were all touchdowns.
Crazy.
In one of the most amazing Thanksgiving Day performances we'll ever see and may never be topped.
Against a team that like disappointed his mom. You can't do that on Thanksgiving.
I feel like all great lovers have that one who got away, and I really feel like for Jerry Jones, that's always going to be his one.
True.
It still reverberates to this day with Calvin Ridley in draft. They still bring up Randy Moss to this day because of that 3 for 3, the perfect game.
You two will have your memories coming up. We'll share yours if you guys want to